Hey, you wanna, hey, you na, hey, ne, hey, you na, hey, ne.
I'm holding his head with both of my hands. And I want to tuck my elbows closer to my body, okay? Tucking my elbows means that I'm pressing a little bit my elbows into my body. And in that way I transform my body into a unit that is a little bit more compact. And now I will start to do the exercise that we did in the first day. And I'm turning from my pelvis and I'm continuing to rotate from my belly and afterwards from my upper belly and then my chest and then my shoulders. And then my face can move also a little bit. And it will take a little bit of time until this whole extension of my chest will go all the way to the other side. But eventually it does, even though that Vlad is quite a big man and maybe even heavier than me. But completely effortlessly, all I did is really engage all of the pieces of my core. I'm not moving from my hands, I'm moving from my pelvis, then moving from my belly, then moving from my chest, then moving from my shoulders, and then engaging my chin and allowing for his whole body to kind of like flow around with me. Okay? It's a little bit like riding a semi-trailer. It takes time from the moment that we start to rotate the steering wheel until the whole thing is moving. But if none of you ever drove in a semi-trailer, just come into the concept in which this is a long extension of myself. His body is becoming as if I have like another hand that is coming from the center of my chest. And to make this accurate and to make this more effective, I need to imagine a very clear line of light that is coming from the center of my heart and going through the center of his head. Because if, for example, we'll go, I don't know if some of you seen this beautiful musical Singing in the Rain. Happy Tuesday. It doesn't really affect all of the body. It almost doesn't do anything. If I just move my hands, not so much will occur. But if I can move my whole self with patience and allow the rest of the body of Vlad to come in its rhythm after me, what happened basically that there is not an active stretch in which I will take the body and stretch it, but there is kind of a passive stretch in which I'm creating the space and I'm inviting his body to come fully into its stretch and to move with that. And the amazing benefit of that will be eventually that he will not feel that I obligated him or I kind of like controlled him to go to that place. He will feel as if his body is the one that is making the movement. As is he floating in a place of choice in this infinite opportunity of non-gravity. This is amazing. But it can happen only thanks to the fact that I'm allowing him the space for that. That I'm allowing him the space for that. I'm not bringing the power from my hands, but I'm bringing all the power from where most of my power is, in my core. And from moving myself from my core, I'm putting the straight line in between my heart and his head. Eventually all of this will happen, okay? Clear? Great. Later we can also kind of like just grab my one hand and again I'm rotating with the hand and his body and I can do things that are a little bit bigger, right? That will be really nice. But all of it is really depending just on this basics in which I'm not moving, but I'm not moving him, I'm moving myself and I'm referring to him as if he's an extension of myself. If I can refer to him fully as extension of myself, I'm already emphasizing, I'm bringing a very high volume to the empathy that I have for him. because I'm not moving him. We are moving together. I'm creating this symphony, this unity, this unification that allows me automatically to tap into a higher quality of empathy and compassion to something that becomes part of me.